Hey guys, it's Jen
and Doug
and Jesse. And we're the Traveling Millers. And in today's video we are going to show you a little bit of prep of what we've done to get ready for our trip. And because we are under a week now.
Yep.
Actually,
yes, we are about 4.5 days.
Yep. It's May 15th. It's in the evening now, so yeah, we're about 4.5 days away now. So in the video coming up, we're just going to show you some of the prep. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done on the inside to get ready for it.
And I'll show you some of the stuff that we did on the outside, and talk about some of the stuff that we did that's going to make this more enjoyable.
So hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we've done to the camper. We're going to show some of the upgrades that we did. First, we call it Roland Rita, and it's a 2017 Jayco Greyhawk 29 MV. It's got a 305 in it. Basically, we bought it with a few upgrades from the get-go back in 2017, but we've done quite a bit of stuff to it. So come with me, I'll show you some stuff. We've put a Safety Plus on the front, which will help us. It'll help us on the, it basically hooks to the sway bar and it keeps us from swaying too much when semis pass us. Also, if we do have a blowout or something like that, it's supposed to keep the front end straight. So that's a nice feature that we put on. We've also put on the back axle, we put, which you can't really tell right now, but we put liquid springs. It's supposed to help the balance and also the wind and the turns. It's supposed to keep everything a lot quicker as far as recovery, and it really helps. We had it on our other coach. Sorry, neighbors. We put a couple. We've had to be creative with our outdoor space. We've only got 52 square foot of outdoor storage space, so we had to get creative. We've done a couple odds and ends for that. We put, these are for the sewer hoses, a couple of them. Jesse's showing you the tour too. I put this as a lightweight outdoor box. Basically, we're just storing all of our water hoses and connections right there. It's got a nice seal on it, and we can actually lock it as well. We put up top, if you can show that, Jesse, we got a WeBoost, the littler one on the, or excuse me, that's the taller one on the left, and we got a Sirius XM antenna. We carry an extension. I think it's I can't remember how big we got. I think like a 12, 14 foot extension ladder. Comes in handy. This is going to be for our adjustment, or for Starlink. We got a telescopic pole that we carry on there, hook the wire up. We can have internet if we need to. What's that?
You want to show the bumper thing?
Yeah. So these right here, we have a couple things. We have just an extension pole, we have a cleaning pole, and on the other side we have the Starlink pole. This is kind of our cooking organization. We like to grill out. When we're out camping, we basically don't go inside much unless it's just bad weather, and then we still try to stay outside. We did do solar back in 2019. We have 670 watt panels on the top, and we also have 605 amp hour batteries on the other side. So we got like 630 amp hours and 1020 watts. It really keeps us going, and we don't have to have electric, which is a nice feature when we try to do. We did do inside, we're trying this out. We haven't done it yet. We did it's Thornton chip tuning. plugs into your OBD port. It's supposed to increase your horsepower by 50 and maybe your torque a little bit more, and it's supposed to up the miles per gallon, which we're hoping that happens. We really haven't got a good test on it. We do have some friends at RV and they bought the same thing. They came up from Florida and it did increase his by 1 mile per gallon, and that's a lot when you're driving 15,000 miles. So that's the outside. Jennifer is going to take you on the inside, and we'll just, see what we got there.
Hey guys, come on in and I'll show you around. So this is the inside of Rollin' Rita, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what we've done to prepare for our trip, and just some things we have done over the years. I won't go into too much detail. So first of all, we will start up here in the front. Come on in. And what we have up here is normally the extra bunk. And what we have done, since it's just going to be me and Doug, we have used it for our extra storage. So what we have is, this is basically our pantry. We have all our extra food up here. We have extra blankets, pillows, all of our miscellaneous stuff that we're going to need, our GoPro stuff. Okay, we got cut off there. So we have our storage for our Starlink. This is my outdoor decorations. We do have our TV there that's on a swivel. We have a little button here that brings it out. We have a DVD player. And we do watch this when we're just somewhere for a temporary time, not very long. If we're going to be somewhere for a while, we have another TV that we have brought. It's a bigger TV. We bring it out and sit it here on the counter so that the couch is directly across from it. We're not kind of at an angle looking up, because that gets uncomfortable after a while. So right here we have an extra storage for food. This is a freezer and refrigerator combination, and we have it stacked full of drinks and food. This is the freezer side, so all this is frozen. And yes, we know we can't take chicken into Canada. This will be eaten before we get there, just so nobody says anything. To prepare for Alaska, we took out all the original blinds and those box valances they had in here, and we replaced it with these curtains and these blackout shades, which are very easy to put up, very easy to pull down. I love them. The other ones were those roller shades, and they were falling. They wouldn't come down. They wouldn't stay down. It was just a real pain in the rear. So we got these, and we added some shades to our overhead lights here, just to kind of give it a little more homey look. I bought this ottoman that we can use while we're watching TV and put our feet up, but it also is a storage for all my coffee supply stuff. So when we're stopped, all this comes out and I set it up on my table there. So that is a double thing there. We have purchased a water filter, a Brita water filter, so that we can use our regular water bottles, reusable ones, more than buying plastic bottles and just having to buy water all the time, because this will be the third filter that the water will go through. We always try and get potable water, obviously, and then we have a house filter, and then we have a filter that he puts on the hose outside, and then this has a filter in it. So we are going to start using that instead of, like I said, buying gallons of water or plastic bottles. Less waste. So, but when we travel, this will sit down in here perfectly. And then these, I slide either over there behind the bench or down there. One thing that Doug has done was the this was just a standard pantry with shelves in it, and he took the shelves and put them on slides so that now they slide out, which is very nice for a short person because I could not ever reach the back. So all 3 of these slide out. We have lights in here, and so we have gotten pretty stocked up on food. I am trying to get all the food I can to take with us, less that we have to buy. This is another little pantry area down here. Okay, so this is our shower, and what we've done is we put this up for a little privacy. We have Reflectix that we are going to put up around the sunroof or the skylight, and then we are also going to put one up inside the living room one. We purchased a portable washing machine. I already tried it out. I actually have done 3 loads in it since we got it, just to try and see if it's going to be worth it. And I think it's going to work pretty good. It has a wash area and a spin cycle, and we're just going to use it to keep, you know, try and stay on top of some of the laundry. Just, you know, when we wash rags, t-shirts, shorts, undergarments, just to stay on top, so when we do have to go to a laundromat, we're not there all day doing laundry. So, and we added this shower curtain to kind of give a little more privacy and hide everything. The bathroom, we didn't really do any upgrades in here much. We got our towel rack, and that's going to be for wash rags. We added a little basket here, but nothing really, we didn't do anything more in here for our big trip. It's just stuff we've done over the years. We've had this will be our 7th summer in this RV. So we did print out pictures of our grandbabies so that they go along with us. And this is Cole, Jessa, Lila, Jameson, and Gentry. Some of the things that I did in here for a little extra storage, like I said, we're going to Canada and Alaska. And so what I did was I made these shams out of some extra curtain material that we had, and there is a pillow in here, but also what I did was I took our coats and put our coats in here so that it's not taking up room in the closet, and then so it's decoration also. And then I also put if you want to come a little closer, you can see some of my coat is here and another big coat there. And then when we go to bed at night, we'll just take them and lay them in the dining room. No big deal, just have to move things a little bit, but it gives us more storage area. So up here, this is where we stored all our games. We had like 10 boxes of games up here, and what I did was I consolidated all of them down into one box. So this is all of our games. I got our boards down here. Each game has its own little bag, or you know, things, and so it was about 10 games consolidated down. And then we've got other baskets throughout. Some of the things that I did in here for a little extra storage, like I said, we're going to... What we have here, I have put all my jewelry, hung it up on the inside of the closet door on this side. And on this side, we have my dish pan. So when we're boondocking and I can do dishes outside, which I love. I love doing the dishes outside at the picnic table in the sunshine. And then some other baskets, we have our hats in, my hats, his hats. I have extra bathroom supplies up here. And here is our map, our Alaska map from the milepost. So we will be tracking our trip along the way as we go. We've got some highlighters or pens or something, and we're gonna kind of mark it as we go.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a few.
Highlighted route.
I'm gonna show you a few things that we did to the inside of the coach, which affects the outside of the coach. Right here we have a tire pressure monitor. Basically, we have sensors on every tire on the coach and the Jeep Gladiator that we're going to be towing. It gives us a warning if something goes wrong, something, you know, getting too hot, pressure getting too low, whatever the case is. Really handy. We've got our GPS right here, and this thing is set to sit up here, but it kept sliding around, and Jen found this little cubby hole, and it really works out good for it. It doesn't move. We got the Sirius XM right here. Over here, which I don't know if you can see, is the that's for the Patriot braking system for the Blue Ox towing system. So basically, when we brake, it brakes back there, the Jeep, so you know, help saves the brakes. Here's the Thornton chip tuning that we put on this module here, and right back here we have the this is the liquid springs control. Right now we have it turned off, but it's a simple push of a button if you need to, it's a simple push of the button if you need to lower it, go from normal. Okay, I'm going to show you a few
highlighted route.
I'm going to show you a few things that we did to the inside of the coach, which affects the outside of the coach. Right here we have a tire pressure monitor. Basically, we have sensors on every tire on the coach and the Jeep Gladiator that we're going to be towing. It gives us a warning if something goes wrong, something, you know, getting too hot, pressure getting too low, whatever the case is. Really handy. We've got our GPS right here, and this thing is set to sit up here, but it kept sliding around, and Jen found this little cubby hole, and it really works out good for it.
Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of information that we gave you, and maybe some of it you can use for, you know, if you're planning a big trip across America, up to Alaska, or wherever it may be. If you do have any questions about anything we've told you or anything else, any advice or tips that you could give us, just leave a comment below, and we'll try and get back to you.
Yep, and don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends.
Yep.
And thanks for joining.
Follow along on our journey. We leave in 4.5 days.